Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a couple of big targets who will be looking to get open in the middle of the field. It's the Chargers going up against the Broncos. With that, let's go out to Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the San Diego Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we saw Larry focus on the tight end matchup in his open. You think it's one to watch, don't you?
Definitely one to watch because these guys can create such big plays by all the different things they can do. Line up out wide, in the slot, line up in a normal tight end position, and then who are you going to cover them with? Is it a linebacker, a defensive back? They create mismatches all throughout the game.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Sports Authority Field. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And out comes a San Diego team that finished the season at 5-11. Phillip Rivers, he led the NFL in a bad stat, interceptions thrown. Second time in his career that he's thrown at least 20 interceptions. Now, look, he's had a great career, but a little wild with the football this season.
A little wild with the football, I think, in large part because he's trying to create plays that maybe just weren't there. Remember, Keenan Allen, his top receiver, went down early in the season. Can you name the rest of the guys? That's where it got tough for him. I thought Tyrell Williams did a nice job stepping in, but all in all, he didn't have Antonio Gates for an entire season. Give Phillip Rivers those weapons around him, and we'll see the Phillip Rivers of old one more time.
They run it here with Gordon, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This offensive unit, often they rely on the sure-handed Antonio Gates.
We know all about his basketball background, but his football acumen, one of the best tight ends in the league.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talking about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Chris Harris Jr. is not a name that rolls off the tongue quickly, but it should. He's one of the best cover corners in the league.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And partner Antonio Gates coming back for another year. It'll be his 15th season in 2017.
And how about, let's just talk about not just the longevity, but he's in a position now where he can break a tie with Tony Gonzalez because they both have 111 touchdowns at the tight end position. Antonio Gates' first touchdown of 2017, that'll break that tie, and he'll be number one.
That's pretty impressive. Probably going to be playing behind Hunter Henry, second-year man, but just the sustainability, how long he's lasted in the league, impressive.
And think about this, Philip Rivers, so excited to have him back because Hunter Henry's playing well, but Mr. Reliable is Antonio Gates. Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well, but I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. Rivers now from the 50. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. From the gun, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Gordon on first down. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon, 30 yards. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. In the backfield is Anderson, and he'll get it up the middle. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And I don't want to say that this offense starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas, but sometimes it starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas.
There's no reason you can't say it if it's the truth. He is the alpha and the omega of the receiving corps.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, here's Sanchez. Completes it to Norwood. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the complete. Third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Now it's Sanchez. He's got his man here. It's Green. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Let's go now. Right 20. Right 20.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. A gang of Charger defenders there for the tackle. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Jason Verrett may not have ideal size as a cornerback, but no one plays the ball better in the air than the guy I call Mighty Mouse.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Let's go now.
Here's Sanchez now on second down. Norwood's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Following the penalty, Anderson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz, and they go past you, and you go past them for a big gain. But in this situation, they hit him at the worst possible spot, right exactly where you were running the draw, and he got in there and got him.
So the Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Sanchez. Under pressure, and down goes Sanchez. Jeremiah Tauchu able to him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
The youngest member of the Colquitt punting dynasty, if you will. This is Britton Colquitt to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
So times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. At the end of one, 7-0 is our score. Charles and I back to Denver after this. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Finding time. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now it's 2nd and 7. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw on 2nd down is Sanchez. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Norwood that time. And it's 4th and 3.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. He's now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And yes, that is something Von Miller does very well. 13.5 sacks last year, second in the league, and was right in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. Again. And
if he plays full seasons or nearly full seasons, he'll be in that running for the rest of his career. I love his ability to bend coming around the corner, and sometimes we don't talk about that enough. His ability to have the best leverage, get lower than the offensive tackle, yet still running at full speed and wrapping his way around the corner and getting to the quarterback.
Rivers off the play fake to Woodhead. Surveying the field. Still back there. It's complete right side to Benjamin. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. They run it again with Anderson. Evades the tackler, and now some space. C.J. Anderson. He's at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
3 down, 3 down. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Sanchez. Over the middle this time to Fowler. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Right, 20. Right, 20.
Now it's Sanchez. And his throw here's incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. So 2nd and goal here from the 9. Here's Hillman. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now Sanchez on 3rd and goal. He's got time. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they started that drive from the shadows of their own end zone all the way back at the 2, and they're able to get 3 out of it.
And you know, shadows tend to scare people, right? Not in this case. This offense was not jumpy at all, handled it very well, put themselves into a position to score.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were locked to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. A first carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for San Diego. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Finding time. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Sanchez on first down. And he gets it to C.J. Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
First down. Here's Sanchez. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Watch tight. Tight end right. Set. Right 20. We got 3. Right 20.
Second and 10. Sanchez here again. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Third down now following the completed pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Right 18.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go. Right 20. Right 20.
Now a first down throw, Sanchez. And that'll be incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Black 35. Black 35.
Back to the air. Sanchez on second down. Looking for someone to throw to. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol.
Gun.
Throwing on third down, Sanchez. That's complete right around the 8. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. A first down throw here for Rivers. He's got time in the pocket. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both the Broncos and the Chargers are in a defensive battle right now. The scoring is at a minimum, so both teams have to feel like if they can put some drives together, that they'll come away with a win. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Chargers line up at the 31. Gordon's is going to take it off the left edge, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. The Chargers with the early advantage. 3rd and long. They're going to get to the QB once again. This ends up as a loss of 12. 3rd down at the 39. They're going to get to the QB once again. This will go as a loss of 10. First and 10 with plenty of pressure this half and another sack. This ends up as a loss of 9. We're set up for a great second half, so let's get you out to it. Here's Brandon Guyton.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The return comes now from Jordan Norwood. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, Sanchez. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Right 18.
On 1st down, it's Sanchez. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's go now. Right 20.
Play fake to Anderson. Now Sanchez surveying the field. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They come out here in the eye. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. He's going to get the football. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Rivers now from the 50. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Derek Wolfe second sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Sanchez now on second down. He's got time. Catch here, left side, Thomas.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here we go. Right 18. Right 18.
On second down, Anderson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing on third down, Sanchez. Finding time. Left side here to Sanders. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Denver. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Rivers now on second down. His throw incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. Danny Woodhead is intended target. Now 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now Sanders. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Carry now for Anderson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Ready, right, 20.
On second down, here's Sanchez. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down, even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Sanchez. Got a man. He finds Sanders. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Another pistol look here. On first down, here's Sanchez. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go now. Right.
Back to the air. Sanchez on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed.
Right, 18.
Sanchez throwing again. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Sanchez from the red zone now. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it.
White 18! White 18!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Let's go now! 20!
3rd and 2, Sanchez. He's got time in the pocket. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas from 6 yards away. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Let's go now! Right 8!
Sanchez going to try and throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A first down throw here for Rivers. Surveying the field. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Jared Crick in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Von Miller in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Rivers off the play fake to Woodhead. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Oh, here we go.
Again, Anderson. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Well, that second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
Set. Right 20. Right 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. It's a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, I'm going to guarantee that the defensive coordinator just gave a huge sigh of relief. He had his dime package in the game, 6 defensive backs, and when they run draw and big offensive linemen are thundering downfield, that's usually a win for the offense.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Sanchez drops it off for Hillman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And McManus able to put it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Brandon Oliver now on the return. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go back to the air here after the INT. And the Broncos get there and take him down. DeMarcus Ware in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Second down, Rivers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun, Rivers. He'll drop it underneath for Woodhead. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Rivers to throw. And incomplete. Stevie Johnson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Throwing Rivers. Gates has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Rivers. He's got time. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rivers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. Finding time. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Holding offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. Anderson loses the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
First down, Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And now they're in the hurry-up. Second down, Rivers. He's got time in the pocket. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. That one goes for 24 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
Rivers to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. And quickly they get to the line. Now Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Here's Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Rivers. Can't find anyone open. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers, but those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a San Diego score. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Sanchez down to a knee, and that should do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.